And my life was changed in 2009 by a tiny lemon tree. How many of you have heard this story? Excellent. So, I've held a number of jobs, just like the First Lady. I won't go through them all, but as she said, I was a Navy veteran. I worked on a cruise ship. I did all kinds of weird stuff. And at no point did it occur to me that food was grown. If someone had asked me, where does food come from, I would have definitely said from the grocery store and moved on with my life. It wasn't until one hot summer day, looking for air conditioning, actually, just to be honest with you, looking for air conditioning, that we ended up in a drugstore. My daughter and I, who was a toddler, happened to walk into this nursery, and I was just mildly curious. It didn't make any sense for me to be there. It never occurred to me to go into a nursery. Why would I? I'm a woman of the world and, corporate Kelly. We went in there and happened to walk past this tiny little 2-foot tree with a giant growth on it. Like, when I say giant, I mean like a grapefruit-sized lemon dangling off of this 2-foot tree. And this being East Oakland, I thought it had been vandalized. So I tried to pluck the lemon off the tree. And of course, it didn't just come right off, right? So I had to put some strength into it. And I look up at my daughter, who was probably about 4, and I said, Kai, I think this is a lemon tree. And my daughter, who has never been impressed with anything that I've said, says, duh, Mom, right? So I buy the tree, just because I'm curious. I buy the tree. I buy one of those Oscar the Grouch galvanized steel garbage cans, and 2 bags of compost, take it to my backyard, pour water on it, and dare it to grow some more lemons. And it did. And in that moment, my mind was blown. That was the first time it ever occurred to me that food was actually grown. Here in California, the breadbasket of America, we have all these farms, but I don't know about you. I never see anybody working on the farms. When I'm driving down Highway 5, I never see anybody there. Sometimes it's just dirt. Sometimes there is actually stuff out there growing. But I never see anybody actually growing it. So this had never crossed my mind. I'm completely inspired, and inspired to do more than just grow more things. Inspired to really reinvent myself again. From military Kelly, from corporate Kelly, from, party Kelly, to actually, farmer Kelly. So when I started experimenting, because like the words that came out of my mouth were, you grow lemons on trees? What else can you grow? I ran back to the nursery and got tomatoes and cilantro and grapes and all kinds of things and lots of garbage cans to grow them in. I have all these plants, and I am caught up in learning how to grow them, right? I'm buying books and pamphlets. I'm going to talks, trying to learn everything I can about how to grow everything I can grow. And it finally, another light dawned on me that this same exact care and study that I'm putting into learning how to grow things, I need to be putting into my daughter, who at the time just, she was 4 and she was just kind of like a job, another thing for me to do along with doing the dishes and whatnot. So another thing, in addition to raising my daughter better than I had been, farming made me a more connected person. It made me really get in touch with humanity as a whole, understanding that everybody eats and that the food that we eat comes from somewhere, and that we need to focus on how to do all of this better. Farming did that for me. I started acting on Verba, Youth Urban Farm Project, in a quarter-acre farm, a quarter-acre slice of park in deep East Oakland, Tassafaronga Park, where I work with kids age 5 to 13. The kids plan, plant, harvest, and sell the produce that we grow organically, and 100% of those dollars are placed into individual savings accounts for them through our partnership with U.S. Bank. Thank you. Thank you. So Camp AMV is a 4-season camp. We have our 1 week in spring, 8 weeks during the summertime, 1 week during Thanksgiving break and 2 weeks during winter break, where the kids get to do all kinds of things that they may not actually have a chance to do without us. Go hiking, cook food, actually take chances out in nature to be able to experience all of those things. So, acta non verba is Latin for deeds, not words. That's how I try to live my life. That's how I run my organization. Our little farmers, age 13 now, translated the words again to mean, don't talk about it, be about it. And that's what I'd like to leave you with. Thank you very much.